Law of attraction for money. Interested in learning more about law of attraction for money? In this video, I'm going to be interviewing one of the top manifesting experts, Sarah Morgan, all about how to use law of attraction to attract limitless abundance into your life. Sound good? Let's get started. Sarah, welcome to the Boss Mindset Show, and thank you so much for being part of my Inspiring Women series.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Me too. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Sarah's amazing work, she is the creator and founder of the Mastering the Art of Manifesting and is one of the leading law of attraction and manifesting coaches. She's also the author of Welcome to the Beginning of Everything That You Want, which is available on Amazon, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. And we have a few things in common, Sarah.
We do, darling, we do.
We have a few things in common. So you may not know, we both started our careers in PR. We actually worked with the same company at one point, which is how I met this gorgeous soul. But I would love for anyone who's less familiar with your work, if you could just give them a little snapshot of, your journey.
Yes. Okay. So hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Okay. So yeah, my name's Sarah Morgan, creator and founder of Mastering the Art of Manifesting. And as Irene just said, I used to work in PR. And I worked in PR for about 12 years, up until a couple of years ago. And the last 5 years of my career, I knew there was more, and I knew I wasn't happy doing what I was doing. I felt stuck. So the really short version of my story is, finally, after 5 years of feeling stuck and feeling trapped, I was like, screw it. I can't stay in the corporate world for the rest of my life. I need to go and do something that feeds my soul. And so, yeah, March last year, I thought, what are my two passions? Law of attraction, helping people. I'm going to try being a manifesting coach. And like the last 15 months have just been insane. They've just flown, and I'm now like a global manifesting coach. So that is my story.
And it's an incredible story. Thank you for sharing that, because I think so many people maybe are a little bit unsure, maybe they haven't experienced it before. And it's really been interesting for me to see, as someone who's known you from before you started this, just to see how much you've manifested so much magic into your life. So I'm so excited for you to be here today.
Thank you.
Now, for anyone who is new to law of attraction or new to manifesting, a complete novice, what are the key principles, just to sort of bring everyone into the room, what are the key principles that people need to be aware of?
Okay, so firstly, I'm very passionate about demystifying and simplifying this stuff. You don't have to be really spiritual. It's not really complex. It's really simple. So just to simplify it for you, law of attraction is a universal law that is ever present. So it's a bit like gravity. It's just there. I don't really understand it. I don't really need to understand it. All I know is it's there the whole time, and we can leverage it. And law of attraction dictates that energy attracts like energy. So everything around us is energy. This laptop, the desk, we are all energy. The atmosphere around us is energy. So if we can think about the emotions we are sending out into the universe, basically what you feel is what manifests. So if you feel wealthy, you manifest money. If you feel successful, you manifest success. And so it's literally about mindset, thinking about your thoughts, which control your feelings. So but at the end of the day, manifesting is about law of attraction and mindset. It's about physics and mindset, if you want to break it down even more. Physics dictates and proves that energy attracts by energy. So trying to put it in simple terms, that's what it comes down to. And it's just about feeling good, because when you're feeling good, you manifest the good stuff. What you feel is what manifests. And what tends to happen, people feel like they don't have enough money, so they attract and manifest not having enough money. I think there's a misunderstanding that what you think about is what manifests, and it's not. It's about what you feel is what manifests, in very simple terms. Does that help? Is that simple enough?
Yes, I love that. I love that, because there is that school of thought that thoughts are things, but actually what you're saying is, it's how you feel, how you sort of feel in that moment is what you attract.
Yes. Yeah. And so thoughts dictate how you feel. So I get it that thoughts become things, but they don't become things if you don't feel them. You have to feel it.
Yeah, a much deeper emotional connection to what it is that you're trying to manifest.
Yes.
I love that. So in your book, I know you talk a lot about universal guidance, and it's sometimes when I hear that, and you may or may not be spiritual if you're watching this, but it makes you feel like there's something bigger at play. So could you just sort of demystify that a little bit for us? What do you mean by universal guidance?
Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to try and demystify this as much as possible. I know there is something bigger out there. Like I believe, and I know it's more than belief. I know that we are down here in human form to contribute to the expansion of our universe. So again, science proves that our universe is always expanding, and science all the time is falling more and more in line with this whole law of attraction, universal expansion school of thought. Currently, only 5% of the population proactively work with law of attraction. And consciously use it. The rest are kind of just doing it on autopilot. So a lot of people are kind of manifesting, they don't even know that they are doing it. But when I talk about universal guidance, it's basically your gut, anything your gut tells you, anything that comes from your heart or your core, any core desires, that's universal guidance. So I very much coach clients to just follow that universal guidance, follow what your gut and heart is telling you, and ignore your head. Basically, it's what I coach. Ignore your head, it's always there to keep you small. Follow what your soul wants to do. Like, what is it that sets your soul on fire? And if you don't know what your passion point is, just do things that make you feel good, that feel good to you in your core, because when you're doing those things that feel good to you, you're going to start getting these moments of inspiration that sort of just suddenly come out of nowhere. Like, that's how I started doing this. Like, suddenly out of nowhere I was like, I'm just going to become a manifesting coach, even though my ego was like, what even is that? That's not even a thing. How is that even going to work? I was just like, it feels really good to me and exciting and fantastic to play with it. And that inner guidance, or that universal guidance, is like your own bespoke sat nav to get you manifesting what it is that you want to manifest and create in your life with the most ease and speed. And it's very strange for people in the beginning to get their heads around that, because they think that you have to think everything through with logic. I have built a multiple six-figure business in 15 months with no logic. I just follow what my inner being tells me to do, and that's what I coach. So universal guidance, or inner being, or God if you're religious, it's just basically following what feels good in your gut or in your heart. And if you follow that, you can't go wrong. Like, the universe can only support you and help you fly and expand and grow.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I love the fact that you call it your inner sat nav, because I think that's what people really want to understand. Like, what's the difference between intuition or gut instinct? And it's really, I guess, inviting people and giving people permission to really listen to what that is, and let it guide you to a place that feels really, really good and delicious.
Yes, exactly, babes, exactly.
Love that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about limiting beliefs, just because in the book there is a quote that I absolutely love, and it is all about limiting beliefs. And it says, "There is no such thing as someone being more successful than you, only more aligned." And I love that quote. And I know that for a lot of my audience, a lot of my community who are just starting their own business, who are joining the Savvy Startup Club, they really struggle with limiting beliefs, especially around money. So if anyone's starting out with law of attraction and really wants to, I guess, have a bit more of an abundance mindset around money, what kind of 3 steps, like really concrete steps, can they take to start nurturing more of an abundance mindset around money?
Yeah, brilliant question. Money is something that virtually every person comes to me about. And I used to, so first of all, just to say, I used to be horrendous with money. I used to have spiraling debt, and it used to really, really stress me out. So if I can shift my mindset around money, I know every single one of you can. And this is why I'm passionate about teaching this stuff. So the book actually talks about some of this. So the first thing I would say is, I have this thing called aligned spending. So just to kind of summarize what aligned means, what alignment means, it basically means when you're feeling really good and in flow, and you're doing things that feel delicious to your soul. I use the word delicious a lot, but like, if you're doing stuff that feeds your soul and feels really good to you, you are in alignment. So with aligned spending, Are you spending money on things that literally you want to eat and that feed your soul? So that's different for every single person. But I personally don't buy money on like accessories because they don't feed my soul. But luxury spas and travel do feed my soul. I have a nice car that feeds my soul. So what is it for you that feeds your soul? And are you only spending your money on things that feel really, really good to you? Because if you're not, don't spend that money, because anything that you do, that delicious aligned energy behind it, the universe will always support you. So if you're buying stuff just for the sake of it but you don't really like it, then stop. Obviously there are things that we do have to spend money on, like bills and things. So in those situations, practice turning the energy around. Be so thankful. I mean, this is kind of cliche law of attraction stuff, but it's true. Be thankful that you have electricity for your home. Be thankful that you have a phone and therefore a phone bill. Change the energy, because what you feel is what you manifest. So if you feel delicious when you spend money on something, the universe is going to send you more money to spend on delicious things. What you feel is what you manifest. So that's the first thing. And sometimes I talk to clients about lining up your energy before you spend your money. So when I bought my car, I spent a week lining up my energy. So because when I first wanted to buy it, it felt really exciting and expansive in my gut, but my head was like, you're mental, your business is 1 month old, why would you do that? And I had to just spend a week just feeling into that energy of, I know that I want to eat this car, it feels so good, I know it's meant to be mine. So by the time I signed on the dotted line, my heart was literally singing. When you have that energy, the universe supports you. So the first thing is aligned spending. The second thing is what you focus on expands. So focus on everything that comes in and stop focusing on what goes out. So I don't mean bury your head in the sand and be irresponsible. I always, at the beginning of every month, toss up all my outgoings for the month. So I know the minimum money that I need to manifest in. And then that's it. The rest of the month, I literally track every single thing that comes in. Now, I do it on an Excel spreadsheet because I'm a bit of a geek. And I like to type things, money in as it comes in, and then the sums at the bottom total up, and it's all really exciting. But you can just write it on a notepad. I think there's an app called the Secret app, and you can do it on there as well. But track everything that comes in, because what you focus on expands. And I am sure that probably each of you watching this wants to bring more money in rather than focusing on the lack of money. So focus on every single thing that comes in, and that includes discounts, freebies, gifts, as well as physical money you may find on the floor, or gift vouchers. Pot it all up. And I did this, I mean, loads of clients have done this with, but one client manifested over 6k in the first month because she really got into the flow with it and was tracking every single thing that comes in. And what you feel is what manifests. Every time she felt delicious about money coming in, more and more money would come in. So focus on every single thing that comes in. And then the third thing I would say is really important. You need to be up close and personal with your money. And I used to be a money avoider. I hated opening bills. I hated looking at my credit card statements. I hated it. I hated checking my bank account. And you can't manifest what you're ignoring. If you are ignoring your money, you're telling the universe you don't want it. And this can feel really uncomfortable for a lot of people. A lot of us do avoid our money things because it stresses us out. As soon as you get up close and personal with your money, I can promise you it's never as bad as you think it's going to be. The number of clients I've had to walk through this process with, they get really upset and emotional. It's so scary to them, and every single one at the end of it is like, well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then they immediately feel in control, because you need to feel in control of your money rather than feeling like money is controlling you. And the first way to doing that is to get really up close and personal. Just know where you're at with everything. Have a spreadsheet. It sounds a bit dull, but actually, but then you can turn it into this delicious money manifesting tool when you're always updating it. So yeah, I would say they're my 3 top tips.
Amazing. I love that because they're so practical.
Yes.
They feel really like tangible. They feel like you could start doing them today.
Yes.
So just to recap, it's really aligning with your spending, which I love that tip. I think so many times we spend to feel good, and actually it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
The second thing is just being really aware and grateful for what's coming in.
Yeah, track every single thing.
Yes, absolutely love that. And then the third one is to get up close and personal with your money.
Yes.
So I absolutely love that. This is something that I really, really encourage everyone that I coach to really get under the skin of their finances. So these are 3 things that, guys, you can go away and start literally working on today to manifest more money and abundance into your life.
Yes.
Absolutely love that. So before you go, do you have any parting words for our budding manifestors?
Yes, I guess my advice is always follow your heart. Do what feeds your soul. If you're doing what feeds your soul, like, you can't get it wrong, because what feeds your soul is the universe guiding you. It is that universal guidance. And so many people live in fear. And I get that. I was there for 5 years in PR. I stayed there because I was fearful. And I now see time and time again, people follow their passions, and the universe will support you in ways that you cannot even fathom now. You know, you literally don't know what is waiting on the other side of this door when you follow your passion. Sorry, my dog is, as per usual.
I love it.
And remember, I think the last thing, because obviously you're all sort of in the place, it sounds like, where you're starting up businesses, it's your business on your terms. You make the rules. Like, what is it that sets your soul on fire? Is it working really part-time? Is it having a laptop lifestyle? And the last thing I would say, lots of tips, is with your business, never do anything out of an energy of you should do it. Do it because you want to eat it and it sets your soul on fire. Because when you do that, the universal energy that gets behind you will make you so freaking successful with so much ease and grace. It's a very, very, very different energy to like this corporate background that most of us are from. Don't do things because you should. I mean, obviously there are some things you have to do, like your tax returns and stuff, but when you're launching things, do you want to eat them? Because if you don't, you're going to make it harder and more of a struggle. If you do want to eat what you're launching, the universe will get behind you, send you all the clients, send you all the abundance. It will just become so much easier for you. So it is very cliche, but just follow your bliss. What is it that makes your heart sing? What is it that you want to eat? And when you're in that energy as much of the time as you can be, you're just going to fly.
Yes. I love those tips, especially the last one. And I always say to my clients, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no.
So true.
You know, it's so important to get comfortable with that. And I have one final tip. Go out and buy this. This is so good. Now, I absolutely love this book because it's a beautiful guide for anyone who is interested in learning more about law of attraction, for anyone who wants to learn how to manifest. And it actually is a guide. There's loads of space for journaling. And I love it so much that I actually really want to allow someone in my community to get their hands on a copy of this book. So if you are watching this in the first week of this video going live and you want to try and get your hands on this book, then just hashtag manifest in the comments and I will personally send you a copy because I love it that much.
Oh,
so finally, Sarah, where can people find out more about you?
So my website is masteringtheartofmanifesting.com, but what the place I'm really passionate about is my Facebook group, because I freaking want to eat my Facebook group, which is what I'm so far.
Awesome.
Manifesting. It's called Mastering the Art of Manifesting. Just send a join request. I'll approve you in. There is a gorgeous global energy in there of lots of people leaping into following their passions and learning how to master the art of manifesting. And I just love that group. So yeah, check out my website, but definitely join my Facebook group because there's tons of free tips and tutorials and trainings and stuff in there, as well as a gorgeous community. So yeah, definitely get into the Facebook group, I would say.
100%. I will leave links to both of those resources below. The group is awesome. I'm in there and you'll just meet so many gorgeous souls in there. So definitely check it out. Sarah, thanks again so much for joining me in this interview. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. Remember, you can get your hands on a brand new copy of Sarah's book on Welcome to the Beginning on Everything That You Want on Amazon. And you can also hashtag manifest below if you want to try and get hands on a copy from me. So Sarah, thanks again and good luck with everything that you're doing.
Thank you, my darling. You too. Lots of love. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Ready to start your dream business in the next 12 months? Join my Savvy Startup Club VIP waiting list for professional business coaching, expert training, and real-life online support. Going solo doesn't have to mean doing it all alone. Join the VIP waiting list now at savvystartupclub.com.